It is with a sad note that I announce that our Frackin universe, the series, is coming to an abrupt end. Now, because of unusual circumstances, I'll be doing this video to explain why, as opposed to episode 42 of the original series where I just simply retitled it and just left it there. So yesterday, that is the 14th of January, me and Phil were having another typical session, 3 to 4 hours long was the estimated, if not even longer. So in the first hour of that session, I was busy mining on a different planet for resources, due steel and the likes, while Phil was busy making some more discoveries related to the mod itself, that is Frackin universe. So we discovered, well, he did anyway, power, automation, all these kinds of things, similar to Factorio in a way almost. So he was working on setting up a little base setup at home, where the base and everything is. So after I finished up my entire mining session and I got lost in the planet like 6 times, I ended up going back home, and that's where shit hit the fan. I started getting extreme lag spikes as we were working on things, which basically meant that I ended up having to wait nearly 10 seconds just for me to be able to catch up to the server, and pretty much every time I did that, it gave me a disconnect because of a client-server connection failure, in which case even Fear lost connection to Discord and everything. Well, for a moment. Or it gave me disconnected due to inactivity, though whatever it means by that is still up in the air, because I don't know exactly. It would catch up and then would just randomly disconnect me, which is interesting to note. Or, in rare cases, it would straight up crash me, like a fatal error. And it happened twice, and both times I lost footage as a result of that, so at least 2 hours of footage disappeared as a result of that. Still had 1 hour left over, but by the end of the day I was so exasperated and annoyed that I just could not muster up the energy to edit it, so I just got rid of it straight away. Not that there was much progress going on in there anyway, to be fair. So I stopped recording at that one point once these problems came up, and we started trying to do some troubleshooting to figure out, if the problem is fixable, and if so, how. But it's truly inconsistent. It just happens whenever it feels like. So the truth is, diagnosing the problem was almost impossible, but it became obvious that it's our internet style of the problem. Fear's internet has some minor stability issues, minor to major depending on the day, and my internet, well, I can't host, which is the main reason Fear's the host in the first place, and the reason I experience ping. Back in the days when Tongo still existed, we used that and I was able to host, but ever since Tongo disappeared, my hosting options became impossible. I just cannot port forward. My modem is incapable of that. It's intentionally designed that way, so don't ask me about it. And after nearly 1.5 hours of continuous troubleshooting attempts, we both just came to a mutual agreement that we're gonna stop the series there, since I literally cannot play more than 2 minutes without either getting a DC or a crash. And the crash will break footage, and even OBS. And I do not want to end up doing anything like that, because that's just not gonna work. So that's the main reason, pretty much the main reason why the whole series is gonna end here. And I think the one and only reason, to be fair. Granted, I gave it some thought, but it would just be absolutely pointless to call it our Frackin universe if I am the only one there. So the series is just gonna stop there. And I figured I'll just make this notice video, because, unusual circumstances. It is a bit of a shame that it has to end like this, but in a way, I guess I saw this coming. It's no longer a case of I can't record, it's a case of I can't play. So, unless I'm the host. But if I were the host, chances are Phil would experience the same thing, so we'd probably be stuck in square one until we get better internet, which is impossible. And with that note, I shall disappear. Goodbye.